If you could only make it to the synagogue once throughout Rosh Hashanah, the ideal time to come is when the shofar is sounded. Indeed, every Jewish festival has its special mitzvah of the day, which encapsulates the theme and the energy of the festival. And on Rosh Hashanah, referred to in the Torah as Yom Teruah, the day of the sounding, hearing the shofar is that special mitzvah. One of the many beautiful explanations for the sounding of the shofar is elucidated in Hasidic teaching and is beautifully referenced in the writings of one of the great rabbis of our century, Rabbi Joseph Ber Soloveitchik. And I quote, "When I learned in Cheder in the village of Chaslavich," he relates, "a day before Rosh Hashanah, one could recognize in my teacher, who was a Chabad Chassid, an unaccustomed feeling of joy. We students were very surprised by his expression of joy during this somber season, until he explained, 'Do you know what tomorrow evening is? Tomorrow will be Rosh Hashanah, and among Hasidim, the night of Rosh Hashanah is called Koronatia Nacht, which is Russian for coronation night. When we place a crown on the head of God, so to speak, and we renew our pledge and commitment to living righteously this year anew.' And do you know who places the crown?" Our teacher continued. "Yankel the tailor and Beryl the shoemaker." Over the years, Rabbi Soloveitchik continues, "I've said many sermons and I've written many discourses on the concepts of Rosh Hashanah, but nothing ever made me feel the theme of the holiday as the words of my teacher. Every year when I say the words in the prayer, Melech al kol ha'olam kulei b'chveidecha, rule over the whole world in your glory, I remember those words." This short anecdote captures one of the deep mystical secrets relating to Rosh Hashanah. For reasons unknown to us mortals, God chose to be in a loving relationship with each one of us. But as with any loving and healthy relationship, both parties must be keen and interested in order for the relationship to work. So too, for our relationship with God to flourish, we need to show up. We need to be present. We need to do the work and want it to work. You know, sometimes a couple come to see me with marital challenges, and each begin to share their long list of grievances and complaints about their partner. At some point, I stop them and I ask them a simple but critical question. Do you love each other? Are you fundamentally committed to each other and to this relationship? Meaning, before we get into the nitty-gritty details of your relationship and behavior, I need to know, are you in or out? If you're in, we'll deal with the details later. But if you aren't fully committed, those details are besides the point. For some years now, the theme of coronation mentioned earlier frames the meditation that I personally focus and fixate on during the sounding of the shofar on Rosh Hashanah. And the three words that I visualize and contemplate deeply in my mind as the soulful sounds of the shofar soar free and touch the heavens, make up a resounding call from the depths of my soul. Dear God, I am in. Avinu Shebashamayim, I am in. Yes, indeed, I will need to work through the details and account for the times over the past year that I didn't honor my relationship with you, Hashem, my soul and the soul in others. But that's what Yom Kippur is all about. For now, on Rosh Hashanah at least, those details are besides the main point, which is showing up and accepting God's loving proposal by communicating those three transformative words, I am in.